Today is June 12th, 2017, back with the Stocks to Trade trade recap for the day, and the ticker is GTXI. So the stock was up early on some news. Typically, this is a small cap, biotech stock, not exactly the one, we quote unquote care what the news is. We've seen in these low float stocks for basically a year now, and even further back, but they really got active about, May, June last year. These stocks were less than 10 million float with some news. If the shorts start piling in, these things can really get going. So does that mean you buy it in pre-market when it's gapping up 50 cents? No. The idea is you want to wait and see if the volume comes in, if the float starts rotating, and the beauty of Stocks to Trade is you can use our built-in Twitter tools to really get a sentiment as to whether or not shorts are getting overly biased in this thing. I call it cheat codes. It's kind of the Twitter feed on low float stocks is my cheat codes to whether or not I want to potentially go long a quote unquote sketchy biotech stock. And when the volume comes in and you start getting through whole dollar, half dollars, it's always a potential buy with set risk to reward. Okay, whether that be 25 cents or 50 cents of risk. Always use the chart. I talk about that in Stocks to Trade Pro every day. Let the chart tell you your risk. So if you're buying that $4 break, maybe you're risking down here in the 360s, 370s on these morning lows. So if that $4 break fails, the stock isn't what it is. The shorts don't pile in. It cracks back to 370. You're out for a 30 or a 40 cent loss. That is the kind of trade you can make repeatedly in these stocks that run wild, like GTXI that went to 6. I mean, you can lose 20, 30, 40 cents a lot of times and still be green on the week when you catch the big runner. So maybe Monday, Tuesday, you take a small loss, and then you don't trade Wednesday, and then you use your last day trade at the end of the week, and you make $2 a share. You're well in the green on the week. You're growing your account. So every whole dollar, half dollar in these are potential buys as well as high a day breaks. And what I love about GTXI today is the way it ran early. I was ignoring it. I was watching other stocks, I admit. But what I love is I come back late day. I avoid midday trading in momentum stocks, especially the last few days. The market's been has either been down or just been like sideways today. I really avoid midday in summers and sideways markets. You can trade midday, but it's something I talk about a lot in Stocks to Trade Pro. Just avoid the midday. If you're better off, especially in the summer, doing it. But what I love to see is this action, just like here, where it holds all through the morning, and then 1 o'clock you get a break to the high of the day. That's a killer entry. I love that. Post lunchtime move to the high of the day. Say you're in at around 5, you set risk back down in that 475 area. And again, not saying you're going to sell at the perfect high of the day, but maybe you're in at 5, you sell a few minutes later at 550, or you get a little more aggressive, you hold and you're selling at 6 plus. Stock closes literally at the high of the day, 10-day high. It's pushing highs after hours. Classic float rotation, short squeeze type setup. So thanks a lot, guys. Great stock today. Nailed it today in GTXI, and I'm excited for tomorrow on this thing as well. So thanks a lot, and we'll see you tomorrow.